Kandi and Todd divorce. Apparently, legal experts are saying that Todd has a chance to win in the divorce battle. He wants to dispute the prenup. Talk about I was forced, I was under distress, I didn't have my lawyer here with me. And when I first heard about the divorce, I was like, he signed that paper on the wedding day. Like he could really contest that prenup, right? I I really do feel sorry for Kandi. I know a lot of you are saying I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry. I really do feel sorry for her because Kandi, this has happened to so many Black women, and I don't understand why Black women continue to marry men who are below them financially. You know, you think of Sherry Shepherd. Um, the only man I have no problem getting some money was Wendy's husband. Okay. I really didn't have a problem. I know a lot of you guys were mad that I said that, but to be fair, he's always been there. You know, just think back to the 90s in high school, you know, rocking to Wendy, and Kevin was in the background. So I don't have any problems with him. I don't want him taking advantage of her. Neither do I think he should get half of anything. But should he get it? Yes. But everybody else, we see these women continue to marry these men who they have to take care of. And women need to stop doing that. Jill Scott, didn't she marry a man that came in and was trying to take over? And she was like, oh no, oh hell no, oh hell no. And then he did an interview saying that it's all women in the family. There are no men in the family. So he came in and wanted to be the head. And I don't know why she did. I think it's Jill Scott, right? Help me out in the comment. My husband loved Jill Scott. Um, do not, ladies, like we do not need any more Kandi story. We don't want to have another Kandi experience. Do not marry men where you could possibly end up paying them alimony. Don't do it. I feel like Kandi ran him down. She saw him. She liked him. She pursued him. She gave him an ultimatum. You know, that video of him talking about, well, if the man was there giving you ideas, being supportive, Todd act like he made Kandi. Kandi was already a made woman. She already had money. You had nothing. And now he could possibly win. He could possibly get alimony. Okay. He waited for 10 years because, you know, after 10 years, you get their Social Security. Okay. I've been married with my husband 13 years. I'm gonna be getting his Social Security. Okay. If God forbid there's a divorce, I pray to God we never get a divorce, but I'm gonna be getting I think if my help me out in the I forgot what the rule is, but anyways, he stayed married to Kandi long enough that he probably will get the higher Social Security, which is Kandi's money. And then if Kandi goes before him, you know, just don't do it. Ladies, do not do it. Do not marry these men where you have to end up paying, you could possibly end up paying alimony. Okay? My October birthday, my twin sister Cardi B, she don't want to sign the divorce paper because she's gonna have to pay him alimony. So according to US Weekly, it says why Todd Tucker has a chance to win in divorce battle against Kandi Burruss, according to experts. I said that when the divorce came out because I was like, ooh, he signed that prenup on the day they got married. That's risky business. And I know the video and so on and so forth. He said, I'm not under distress. But if you think back to the show, if I remember correctly, because I don't watch, I watch bits and pieces. After they got married, they had to go to counseling because the intimacy was an intimacy and he said he was still sour about my words about the prenup. Remember that? Did that happen? I think I remember her saying that, right? If I remember correctly, that he was still upset about the prenup. And I don't understand, Todd. Kandi had the money before you got married. So that money she had before she got married is her money. Now, what y'all make together is y'all's money. Now, here's the question. Here's the question from my financial besties. The interest on Kandi's $30 million. Does Todd get a portion of that? Come on, lawyers and financial girl is in the comments. Does Todd get a portion of the interest on her money? Because I've heard of not a lot, but quite few men that went through divorce and they had to sell a lot of their stocks and bonds to give the ex-wife half of what they gained during the marriage. I follow about 3 or 4 guys on YouTube that has happened to. So I'm not a lawyer. I should have went to law school. I might still go. But I'm not going to be doing family law. I want to do constitutional law. So let's see what this article is saying, US Weekly. He still might have a possibility. Okay. Kandi Burruss says strange husband Tad Tucker might have a fighting chance at winning his prenuptial argument in their ongoing divorce, but it will be tricky, legal experts warn. Anytime a person signs a prenup agreement days or hours before their wedding, they are creating an argument to be made later that they were under duress or under pressure to sign the document. Holly Davis, founding partner of Kirker Davis LLP, who is not connected to the former couple divorce case, exclusively tells Weekly. She noted that this legal only holds weight, legal argument, if Tucker can prove his argument meets certain factors. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to sign prenup at least 3 months before, preferably 6 months. But the day of the wedding, I don't know. That's a little risky. I don't know. Y'all. While she believes Tucker 52 had ample time and opportunity to call his attorney before signing the prenup ahead of their 2014 wedding, Davis said in the rare chance that Kandi's lawyer fraudulently asserted that Todd's attorney had signed off on the terms of the prenup when they had not, it might have a chance to win. Because remember, Todd's lawyer told him not to sign the prenup. Do y'all remember that? Right? But Todd said he's going to sign the prenup against his lawyer's advice. Do y'all remember that? So your lawyer told you not to sign it, but you have it on tape, says, oh, I'm going to sign it. My lawyer told me that, but I'm going to go ahead and sign it. You're on your own. Okay? However, in her opinion, The fact that Todd had an attorney on retainer and had been discussing the prenuptial argument with him for months preceding the wedding makes his argument a losing one. Addie K. Bergerman, partner at Gallet Dryer Berkeley LP, who has not worked with the estranged couple, agrees, telling us it could come down to the unaired Bravo footage that Boris 49 is using in their divorce battle. Because Georgia requires full financial disclosure, volunteerness, and the absence of corrosion. Todd would need to show that one of these elements was missing when he signed. She says this is where the wedding-related footage becomes significant if the footage depicts Kandi or her family exerting undue pressure, setting last-minute deadlines, or presenting the prenup under emotionally charged circumstances. Todd's argument could be persuasive. Remember, she said, if you don't sign the prenup, we gonna have us a very expensive party, but we're not gonna have no wedding. Do y'all remember that? And I was sitting there shaking my head like, girl, don't do it. He's gonna be able to come back and say, she told me if I didn't sign, we're not gonna have a wedding. We're not gonna get married. Do y'all remember that? Okay. The attorney also says that footage from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Five Realty television wedding documented Candace could help Tucker. Similarly, the footage of other evidence suggests he did not fully understand the financial terms, did not have a realistic opportunity to consult independent counsel, or was rushed into signing without negotiation. Georgia courts may view those factors as weakening the arguments. And forcibly, she adds, the number one issue Todd would have to prove to challenge the prenup is involuntariness, that he was pressured, threatened, or coerced into signing, coupled with the lack of time to negotiate, consult with counsel, and understand the draft he ultimately signed. Remember, Kandi said, we were talking about this for months. We were going back and forth in months. We negotiated. Remember the whole 30 days, get out the house in 30 days. They had to negotiate. Remember that? So she continues, the particularly interesting part of this issue is what the raw footage captured, what producers can testify to, and if there was any dramatic effort put into the edited footage that can be contradicted by witnesses to show that any panic, coercion, or intensity in that moment was inserted for dramatic effect, and that all was settled prior to Todd signing. Okay, this is acting up. Okay, let me take this down because it's acting up. Okay, here we go. Uniton, a New York-based divorce attorney who specializes in high conflict, high asset custody dispute and prenup litigation, tell you that Tucker's prenup claim may have some validity, as the lack of counsel is but one factor for the court to consider. While having counsel is an important right, it is not the be-all and end-all of the argument. The argument would have to be one-sided in favor of Kandi in terms of the rights of the deprivation of rights under the agreement. Therefore, if the agreement was lopsided and deprived Todd of significant marital wealth, and he was unaware of the terms, and Kandi had counsel present that could be enough to increase his odds at overturning the agreement, Levertitz, who is not involved in the divorce case, says, and this is why I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her because her $30 million is at risk. That's why I feel sorry for her. Now, whatever you grow, whatever you get during the marriage, The agreement is we're going to split that 50-50. And none of the business they started worked out. Old Lady Gang restaurant, the people's complaining the food had the trucking company he talked about, he's not happy. So that now he talk about he want full custody because Kandi's away. Yeah, she's away making money so y'all could eat. Because if she don't make no money, y'all can't eat, ladies. This is why I keep saying do not marry men that cannot provide for you independent of you. Do not do it. Don't marry them. Oh my God, my heart breaks for her. What do you think? Comment below. I know some of y'all are like, girl, we don't feel sorry for her. She's a pick Misha. I do agree she's a pick Misha, but putting that aside, I just cannot imagine her $30 million being at risk. Did you see the new cover for my free course I'm going to be teaching January? Is he a wolf in sheep's clothing or a shepherd? I'm getting a couple of other covers options. Okay. Let me know. Do you like it? Did you sign up? It is a free course, limited spaces. After I reach my number, I'm not taking anyone else. It's going to be begin January 10th, Saturday. And it's probably going to go till the end of the month. It's free. You register for $1 so that I know you are serious and so that I can have the number of people that's actually going to take the course. Okay, so the link is below, or just go to Janice Hylton Mentoring and sign up there. I'll make sure I go on my website to update this picture, but I'm just waiting for my final draft picture so that I can put up. Comment below. I love you. Be sure to subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Please hype this video up. Remember, I have free giveaway on my channel. The Leah in Me, that's a free ebook you can read on my website. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.